Hello friends, good morning everyone. Today I am discussing about chemistry of carbohydrate. First of all, it's my first YouTube channel. Please cooperate me, encourage me. Then I will do new video for you. Today in this topic, I want to discuss only about carbohydrate definition, classification, example, and what are the important functions of carbohydrate. First of all, now I am going to introduce about what is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Why carbohydrate is essential of our body, or what is the definition? Carbohydrate is a main source of energy, which is very important for our healthy human beings. Carbohydrate is a naturally occurring compound. Naturally means it's worldwide found. Carbohydrates are the substance. Carbohydrates means, what is the meaning of carbohydrates? What is carbohydrates? Carbohydrates, according to older definition, carbohydrates means carb. Carb means carbon. O stands for oxygen. Hydrates means hydrogen. Okay. The carbohydrate general formula CnH2O whole n. But there is some exceptional. Example: lactic acid, acetic acid. These compounds satisfy this formula, but they are not carbohydrate. While deoxyribose having one oxygen less compared to the ribose sugar, it is the important sugar in the DNA, but does not satisfy this CnH2ON formula. Okay, these two are exception which can be satisfy the CnH2ON formula. According to the new definition, carbohydrate are the polyhydroxy, aldehyde or ketone or compound which produce them on hydrolysis. Polyhydroxy means hydrogen. Polyhydroxy means many hydrogen. Okay, many hydrogen attached to the aldehyde or ketone group or compound. So that in this structure you observe two OH group is attached. That means more than one to many hydrogen. Then you know that it's a polyhydrogen. Okay. C=O is always ketone group and H always aldehyde group. These two are very important for our short note or short question. Okay. Then we go to the classification of carbohydrate. How we classify the carbohydrate? Mainly, carbohydrate can be classified into four categories. First one is monosaccharide, second one is disaccharide, third one is oligosaccharide, and fourth one is polysaccharide. What is monosaccharide? Mono means one, saccharide means sugar. It's a simple sugar which can be hydrolyzed further. Okay, it's a simple sugar which can't be hydrolyzed to produce them. It can't hydrolyze because it's a simple sugar unit. Okay, or monomer. Again we say it's a monomer. Mono means single. Okay, on the basis of carbon atom we categorize thiases, tetrases, pentases, hexoses and heptases, etc. Triases means 3 carbon atom attached. Tetrages means 4 carbon. Pentages means 5 carbon. Hexages means 6 carbon. Then, according to the functional group, monosaccharide having aldose and ketose. Aldose and ketose. Aldose general formula CHO and ketone general formula C11O. Aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde general formula CHO and ketone general formula C11O. Triose example. In aldotriose, example glyceraldehyde. Ketotriose, example DHA, which means dihydroxyacetone. Aldotetrose, example erythrose. Ketotetrose, example erythrulose. Ketopentose, aldopentose, ribose. Ketopentose, ribulose. Aldohexose, glucose. Ketohexose, fructose. Aldoheptose, glucoheptose. Ketoheptose, pseudoheptulose. Okay, these are the examples of aldotriose and ketotriose, etc. Going on. Aldotriose, then then what? Aldotetrose, aldopentose, aldohexose, aldoheptose. These are the examples, some examples of monosaccharides. Okay, these are the examples of monosaccharides. Now I am discussing now about disaccharide. Di means 2, saccharide means sugar. When 2 monosaccharides units join to each other, connected to each other by glycosidic linkage, that is disaccharide. Disaccharide means 2 monosaccharides units connect to each other by glycosidic linkage. Disaccharide is classified into 2 types: reducing disaccharide and non-reducing disaccharide. Reducing disaccharide examples: lactose, maltose, glucose, fructose, mannose, etc. In reducing disaccharide, example lactose. Lactose is made up of galactose and glucose by beta 1 for glycosidic linkage. Okay. And maltose is made up of glucose and glucose by alpha 1 for glycosidic linkage. Okay. Lactose and maltose, these are involved in osagen formation. Okay, lactose gives powder puff like structure, crystal in osagen, and maltose gives petal or sunflower shaped crystals. Okay, in non-reducing disaccharide, sucrose is the example. Sucrose is the non-reducing disaccharide. Non-reducing sugar is the sucrose. It's a short cuisine. Okay, short cuisine. Sucrose is made up of glucose and fructose by alpha 1 and beta 2 by connected to each other by glycosidic linkage. Okay, it's a non-reducing sugar because of the first carbon of glucose and the second carbon of fructose, which contain functional group. Okay, they are involved in the bond formation. That's why sucrose is a non-reducing sugar. It's a question, very important question. What is non-reducing sugar? Answer: sucrose. Sucrose does not give osagen. Sucrose does not give osagen because C1 and C2, they take part in the osagen formation, but glucose, fructose and mannose gives needle shaped crystals in osagen because they differ around C1 and C2 and takes place around C1 and C2. These 3 compound gives needle shaped crystal because of adding of phenyl hydrogen. Okay, It's totally about disaccharide. Now I'm coming about what is oligosaccharide. Oligo means 2 to many, 3 to many, 3 to 10. Many nine 3 to 10, 3 to 10 sugar units. Okay. Example: Rhamnose, Stachyose, Raffinose. Okay. It's totally about oligosaccharide. Then now polysaccharide. What is polysaccharide? What is the meaning of polysaccharide? Poly means many. Saccharide means sugar. When 10 to more than monosaccharide, then it is called polysaccharide. Polysaccharide can be divided into or classified into two types: homopolysaccharide and heteropolysaccharide. In homopolysaccharide, the observe that in this structure the constituent particles are same. Okay, if when the constituent sugar units are same or same sugar unit, that means it is a homopolysaccharide. Example: starch, glycogen, cellulose, dextrin, dextran, chitin, inulin. These are just some examples. What are the role of starch? Starch is the storage form of plant, the storage form of carbohydrate in plant. Okay, starch is made up of amylose and amylopectin, and it is made up of glucose molecules connected to each other by alpha 1 for glycosidic linkage in a linear and alpha 1,6 glycosidic linkage at the branch point. Okay, glycogen. What is glycogen? What is the role of glycogen? Glycogen is the storage form of carbohydrate in animal or human. Okay, glycogen is more dense than starch. Then we coming about cellulose. Third one is the cellulose, which contain beta 1 for glycosidic linkage. There is no enzymes present in the human beings. That's why it acts as a dietary fiber. If a compound acts as a dietary fiber, then we know that cellulose is the dietary fiber. Okay. Then coming about dextrin. Fourth one is the dextrin. Dextrin is the partial degradation product of and composed of glucose molecule. It's the partial degradation product and composed of glucose molecule. Okay. It's dextrin. Then we coming about dextran. Notice that I am writing that dextrin is a plasma expander. Okay, plasma expander. Dextran. Now the second one is, now the sixth one is chitin. What is the role of chitin? Chitin is important for present in exoskeleton of insect. In insect, chitin is present, which gives skeleton to provide proper shape, body shape. And then last one is inulin. Inulin is the polymer of fructose, and inulin measurement the GFR rate, glomerular filtration rate. Okay. Some points I can forget, but in dextran, in cellulose it's an important role. It helps in increasing the bulk of stool and relieve constipation in cellulose, which is the dietary fiber. Okay, what is first one is increase the bulk of stool, and second one is relieve constipation. Okay, and third one is decrease the absorption of cholesterol and glucose from the intestine, and it is helpful in obesity, diabetes mellitus, and other disorders and other cardiovascular tissue. Then now I'm coming about heteropolysaccharide. Hetero means different, polysaccharide. Okay, where the constituent sugars are different or different sugar units, then we will say it is heteropolysaccharide. Okay, its example agar, agarose, hyaluronic acid, heparin, chondroitin sulfate, keratin sulfate, dermatin sulfate, etc. Example. Except agar and agarose, the hyaluronic acid, heparin, chondroitin sulfate, keratin sulfate, and dermatin sulfate, these are the glycoaminoglycans or mucopolysaccharide because they are mucose in nature. Okay, hyaluronic acid acts as a shock absorbent. Okay, it's present in synovial fluid. And heparin is we all know that heparin is a natural anticoagulant which is present in the blood. Okay, chondroitin sulfate, its work is that it's present in bone cartilage and where tendon. Okay, now keratin sulfate is present in cornea, eye of cornea. Okay, keratin is very important. Now dermatin sulfate is present in our skin, heart valves. Okay, skin, heart valves, and blood vessel. Okay, it's totally about heteropolysaccharide. Okay, now what are the important function of carbohydrate? What are the important function? Why? What are the important function? First of all, the glucose function. Glucose is very essential for human body. It gives energy source. It is the energy source, provide 4 kilocalorie per gram, and important source of energy for brain and RBC. For brain and RBC, it's have an important role. Okay, and lactose function. Lactose is a milk sugar. Okay, lactose is a milk sugar and provide nourishment to the younger baby. Okay, now sucrose. Sucrose is the cane sugar or table sugar which is obtained from cane. Okay, then starch. Starch is the storage form of carbohydrate in plant. I'm tell you that. Then glycogen is the storage form of carbohydrate in animal. Okay, and glycoprotein and glycolipid, these are the important constituent of plasma membrane. Also, these carbohydrates are essential for the exoskeleton of insect. Okay, for example, now dextrin. What is dextrin? Dextrin is the partial degradation product of and composed of glucose molecule. It's also a function of carbohydrate. Dextran is a plasma expander. Okay, inulin is a polymer of fructose which measurement the GFR rate, glomerular filtration rate. Okay, this totally about the carbohydrate definition, introduction, classification, different examples, and some important function. Hi friends, please share, like, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.